So we removed the timing belt, and if you look closely, even where there's teeth, you can see they're ready to come off. I mean, this thing was ready to lose all of its teeth, or ridges, or whatever you want to call them. There was another one missing. Where was it? Oh, right here. So another one was missing. And here's where they stripped out. So I think we were really lucky to make it home on the couple of trips we were on before this happened. Because any one of these, you can turn to almost any spot and go like this. And see how it's cracking, ready to give. Compared to the new belt, you don't see any of that. So, cool. So I was worried that first you need to get this one. In the manual it says get this one. So piston number 1, spark plug number 1 is top center, or top. And you can do that with a wire right here. And if you go by this pin right here, it's straight above. So straight up and down. So we put the harmonic balancer back on. Put it so that the yellow dot, turns out there's yellow dots and then white dots. Let's see if I can get this over here one-handed. It's quite heavy. Here we go. So if you put that yellow dot straight up and down, and then you move it a little bit, you can see this go down either way. So it was to the top. The part I was worried about is these were like almost 180 degrees off. So this white was like down in here. So what I was worried about, if there's no damage that's been done so far, and then what if I go and turn these and I damage them? How do I know that I can turn that? Now the directions say put this right on the yellow mark. Put this on the yellow mark. And then go up and turn this one, then this one into position, use clockwise. But I was worried, but then on the top of the instructions in big, black, bold letters, it says do not turn the camshaft and these two, because you can cause damage because it's an interference engine. So like, how do you get them in position then? So I contacted an individual who's been doing motor stuff for 40 years. He was really nice, came over, Edgar, and decided that it's a 6-cylinder. So the logic is if it's firing 1 through 6 on a 360 degree revolution, then every 30 degree turn, one's at its high point. So if we move it 15 degrees either way, then it'll not be at its high point. So it turns out if you go by, and I don't know what the white are for, if you go to this one right here, that's about 15 degrees. So that's what we did. We went to this one, then he gently turned these clockwise until they line up with that. Now it's a dimple there. I painted a little yellow on top of that. Over here I didn't paint it yet, but I'm going to after I clean it off better. So each are in position now. This one, if we turn it back to the yellow in top position, once we put this back on, then put our belt on, we should be in time. So I'm going to clean this all up, remove the water pump gently, get the seal good. I may need to go get some gasket stuff to hold the seal on a little bit while I'm putting it on. and then make sure everything's clean. Get the belt back on, and then Edgar's going to stop over Monday after work, and we'll just give it a start. I'll get the battery in. We'll give it a start just for a few seconds. He can listen to it, and then we should be, if all's good, then we put the rest of it together, or I do. Okay, so that's where we're at. I'm going to remove the water pump, mark down where the bolts are and go, and put the new one on. Maybe I'll mark them out over here. Okay, making progress.